This is the story of my bloody life, I'll tell you, I'm put up with this. Right, Sunday, oh it's the 13th, okay, all days. January 2018, 3:15. I have less than a short period of time to try and do something. And this is, I wonder why I was in agony for bloody, since this happened 2 days ago. Ice packs, I should have called the out of hours. It's aggravated the rest of my body, so I've got all infections coming up my mouth, pain in my back and everything, my neck, you name it, right side. This is absolutely a nightmare, excuse me. My mates are just being caring for me, washing me, right? This is frustrating. I'm getting a pain from my ankle. I knew the pain, how it hit. It's a freak accident again. I'm constantly having bloody accidents. I was in bed for 2 days, elevating this right foot, because I can't bloody, it's the first time today they've got me up to try and get me dressed, because they can't do the extra task I need, which is effing messing me about. The system, the lack of care, the lack of care plan, the lack of not knowing what the hell's going on when I'm living like hell. You know, disrepair in my home, and it's affecting my health. And I'm absolutely going downhill. They don't give a shite. But anyway, I'm trying to persevere naturally. Lavender gel, keep myself de-stressed. It's very difficult. And I need to source. Oh, gosh. Excuse us a minute. Fed up with it, keep getting injured. I need to top up my phone. And get mobility issues, everything ready out for me to wrap me up, right? To get me dressed. God. I'm good. I'm just fed up with this. It's come up a massive, you might not be able to see the colour, but it's all over my ankle, my bone. I don't think it was that bad. And because from natural health, Reiki, reflexology, lavender gel, and the only place I can get small lavender gel I'm run out for is somewhere I need to get it now. On a Sunday, the shops close at 4. Some places. So, I'm in it's all these extension legs, specialist built for me. It's called a shower commode, shower wheelchair commode. But because the wet room is not repaired, I can't bloody use it. Sorry, I'm frustrated. I was absolutely in shock. I can still move my bloody toes, that's the main thing. And I don't think it's broken, but it's badly bloody bruised the bone. You see, when you're weak in your immune system, and I've just had, they just cooked me, oh it's lovely, because I can't eat any solid foods, and I've got this abscess now come up my bottom right. I haven't posted that bloody video, because it will put you off your food. This is how the immune system fighting any infections in your body, and this is constant. I can't afford the bloody, UK don't give a shite about disabled people, right? The system, and when you're already ill, and you have an accident, it unfortunately affects the body, and it's very difficult to keep calm. And it's a tall order meditation, which I'm going to have that on in a minute, meditation music. And I run out of the lavender gel, which I know works on my body. So this is the only good foot. And I'm balanced. I want all these extra specialist type equipment I'm sitting on. And how does this happen? Right, when they manoeuvre, there's a lot of manoeuvring around in this small space of a bedroom, with a lot of medical equipment, hoist, sling, a massive electric wheelchair with extension legs as well. Now that metal part on the right side, I've had this happen before. When this wet room disrepair. I ended up seriously in hospital in 2017 because of effects on my health, physical health. And it's been a battle like thousands of others to try and get what may be able to offer in the Care Act 2014. And I've still got no remedy, not knowing what the hell's going on for a whole year on. Anyway, when the system, unfortunately, I can't bloody ring the statutory services like 111 number because I knew what would happen. It goes on a database and it goes on NHS England and it shares with your medical practice and it shares with everybody else. This is where I'm conscious that the correct data is held because it can get misused by assumption presumption that, oh, the individuals are vulnerable adult, right? And their terminology means that's the only way you're going to get any care. In their terminology, the state system, in certain procedures they use, right? This is why I'm very, now in 2019, frustrated and doing my utmost to keep balance in my joint disabilities on natural health. And that's where I post when I'm able to what works for me. It might not work for somebody else. So I'm going to try and explain what they did for me. So you can see the redness, me zoomed out. And this is the foot where on my right side, my whole right side, on my upper neck. And I know how to manipulate my shoulder, my neck on a natural. I'm not expert in any of this. I'm just doing it for my health. You might be different and you might do things differently. Lavender oil, be careful about if you need a base oil with it, okay? Ice packs, don't put it straight on your skin and you really do need to elevate it. So I have damaged a bone. And because of the size of this bruise and the redness has come up, I'm going to have to get that checked out. It said on statutory NHS UK websites, right, 48 hours if you're still having problems and a lot of this comes up on your body. But unfortunately, it's the only foot I've got to use. I can't use my left side of my body. So I'm not showing my legs off, but there's a good technique to use when you're in your mobility equipment, self-caring, is manipulating in front of a fire or your rug around your legs, is manipulating the muscles around the tendons. I've learnt this years ago, and I saw another video which gave me some tips and reminded me how it will stimulate the blood. You do not ever want to get cold feet. Seriously, and I've got really bad nails. Now, I can still move this foot, that's a good sign. Now, excuse me, I hope you're not going to put up your food. I don't know why my toenails are the way they have. My fingernails are fine. My mate needs to cut my nails for me. But I have, as natural as I can get, certain powder formulation of food in my body. I'm extremely 100% spot on with intake what goes in my body. So I have my mobility shoes still last me that my late mum gave me years ago, and they fit perfectly. Now the weather's going to change. I've seen the advance forecast and I know a certain website that is going to hit, and when unfortunately you're down the calves, the back of your calves, of your legs, all of this around the ankle joint, everything is all swollen. So it is, when I'm in my wheelchair, the elevated padding around the calf, and I have extra thick socks, and at the moment I can tell this foot is not it's not lined. Let me just zoom out my natural way. See, okay, that's better. So, right, on my other leg, I've just, prior to this happening, I already injured this leg, where this bone on my knee, you can't really tell, is being displaced because it went outwards and all the ligaments got torn outwards. So the whole leg is not being right. So when I banged it again in my own this time, I had not been healed by this leg. So they have to hoist me on this aid which I'm sitting on now, and in extra things they need to do, which is extra time they haven't got, and that is a problem. But we're trying to get by it. My private friends are carers, right? I'm paid for. The whole situation isn't ideal, but we'll just get by. So, I've had this specialist make freeway. I've used to have, I've had everything packed. I didn't know I'd be still here or rushed into a care home or what, because everything is going up in the air all over the bloody place right now. People can't bloody make decisions, and they're storming, you know, delay things and stuff, and I need a specialist medical lane bed. There's so many assessments, there's so much you need to have before you can be considered for anything, and it never used to be like that. So that's why I've been trying to, I can't find the book I had on natural health, a reflexology, but I know how it helps with the hands, the tips of your fingers. So my mate's been doing that, and that's helped with his leg, because foot baths, magnesium flakes really did help with this. That's what they did for me on this one. So yeah, this leg got trapped in between a door because where I tried to access the path, the little square bit on the floor was uneven, and the front wheel couldn't get over the cracked path thing by the door, and I got jammed in my wheelchair, and it's why my right side, upper side, has got whiplash and the leg injury. I heard my knee snap. I yelled out in pain. The place where I tried to enter, they got cameras everywhere, so I was in agony. I didn't know how much pain and swelling I was in till the next day. So I had 3 days unable to do nothing, and unable to sleep. So that's when I also had the dental abscess happen on my lower part of my teeth. So everything seems, the body seems, when it gets a force of injury, it affects the rest of the body. That's how the cells work, and unfortunately I've had it all at once again. And thank goodness, on a positive note, I had a good sleep last night, first time in ages, and the medication I'm on helped, because I'll tell you, without that medication to help me sleep, I don't know what I would have done. You know, my mates were sleeping on the bed on this floor area with all my sleeping bags and stuff, and one was sleeping on the settee because they were worried about me. And with a herbal, and by the way, herbal peppermint tea, and don't have it too hot, does help. When you drink it, it does help with the inflammation and pain in your body. And when the muscles are swollen, when you're having that constriction, I can't get the words right today, bear with me, it means that the body's telling you to rest. So obviously today was trying to, I've got my right arm still swollen, and they manipulate the muscles. I can't get to that phone, turn it off, but right now I'm going to end this stream. Be careful, and your health and safety is paramount. So they just use, sorry, I can't get to that phone right now, and all my mate, they're just watching my safety right now. It's health and safety, don't rush things, don't panic. It's easy said than done when you get injury. Look at first aid stuff in your home. Look at natural health, what helps. If that doesn't work, then it's going to statutory services, the NHS, the way it is. It's not ideal. Don't put your health at risk. I'm absolutely shocked for seeing how large that bruise is on the actual bone. So they just checked my body as they were just caring for me just now, you know, wet wipes, bath wipes, before they transfer me. Yeah, so gotta go, limited time, I will get there. But this bone, at the moment, I think that pain on the ankle is more than the bone, but all your ligaments, because the way the door hit me, in between me and the wheelchair, sorry about noise, I can't do anything about it with the phone, it hit my ankle there, all the leg, whacked, and I had the wheelchair leg here, and I was trying to push the door open with my mobility shoes with my good foot, right, and it swung back on me, and the wheelchair and the door hit my leg, and I went, ouch, like you lean forward in your wheelchair. I got my gear right-handed on the wheelchair, and it hit my wrist, caused whiplash, so bed rest. And then because I was trying to sit in my wheelchair first time, and how many days it were now, and then I was so weak, and then I had my special slippers on, support my ankles, and it covers my ankle up. The next thing, I'm trying to manoeuvre, I'm so weak in my right hand, and I tried to reach for a drink, I went bang, I don't know how, I'm so weak in my body, I didn't know how on the right side, and it just banged on the metal part of my wheelchair leg. So I text my mates, come round, and they've been self-caring and helping me all this time, taking it in turns, and watching over me. So today's the first day getting up, and first day they saw this themselves in daylight, putting this light on, and just be very careful, because these things are taken off, and I'm going to try. The good sign, I can still move my toes, right? I eventually will get them bloody nails sorted. I'm on a waiting list to get all this sorted. So this will be strapped up, but when you strap it up, I need some more of this, you can make your own, strapped up. You got material to make your own bandage. I've seen another bandage I forgot I had. I always got stuff in my bottom drawer in front of me, first aid stuff, so my mate will strap this up. You need to be aware, you're using mobility stuff, you know, shoes or slippers, and you need to keep the air to get to your feet when you got bad toenails. I've got to go. It's not great. I will survive. Got to go because I need something, and I need that urgently. By the way, pain relief, be run out or lavender gel, use Vic rub, be careful about the skin, you've got cuts. It does help like a pain relief into your cells, skin, muscle. I use it around my neck because it's like you've got a cold, but it does add the cream version, like a gel, it does act like a pain relief. Please check it out, research, don't take my word for nothing, just do your own research if you want to know. It just gets you out of a jam until you can see somebody, whenever that could be. At the moment, I don't know at the moment, but I know one thing at a time. God bless. I hope you are well if you're in a similar